Paul Harvey gave the world a great gift when he made his So God Made a Farmer speech at the Future Farmers of America convention in 1978. And in 2013, his words became a Super Bowl commercial for Dodge. Mr. Harvey's words are true and they're rhythmic, and they were the inspiration for this tribute to teachers that I am adapting for my wife Ginger on this last day of her teaching career. Because in the same way that God knew his land needed to be tended, he knew the hearts of students would need to be held and often mended. So on the 8th day, God looked down on some junior high students, big and small, and said, I need a caretaker. So God made Ginger a teacher. Her parents say that it was at the State Fair of Texas where they would see a little girl walking between her parents in front of them, and they would think, what if we had a girl? So God gave us the teacher Ginger on April 29th, 1964. Some 60 years ago, but really, who's counting? God said, I need a teacher with a strong work ethic. So I'll make this teacher the daughter of two of the hardest working people who ever lived, Virgil and Jackie. I'll make her the baby so she'll feel special with two older brothers who sometimes tease her to make her strong, but who also would love her and encourage her in her teaching endeavors. God said, I need somebody willing to plan and pray before dawn, to love without limits over and over, to teach world history, U.S. history, Texas history, social studies, and even more at the Christian Academy where she taught in San Antonio. He said, I need someone to spend all day next to chalkboards, preparing PowerPoint, learning Canvas, to plan and grade for hours, eat a quick dinner, and then work late into the evening, all the while raising two incredible kids. Well, even though she worked hard, they never felt slighted in the least bit. Someone who could attend Jordan and John Mark's baseball games, band concerts, who would accompany me to countless worship services and church events, and would still have enough time and energy to give her all in every area of her life. So God made the teacher Ginger very strong. God said, I need a protector, brave enough to be a hero when tragedy might strike a student, or say 9/11 might happen, or even a pandemic might break out. So God made Ginger the teacher. It had to be somebody who could encourage, be an advocate and challenge despite the backdrop, whether it was in the classroom or in the halls of the campus or in the parking lot or any extra curricular activity. Someone to notice all the things kids of all sizes try to hide. God said, I need someone to be maybe the only hug that a child of mine might need when they are successful, or even more when they fail. Someone to high-five a freshman boy who thinks he doesn't want a hug. Someone to tell each of them to come back real soon and visit, and really means it. So God made Ginger the teacher. God said, I need somebody willing to sit in the bleachers, maybe an auditorium, watch a girl try to find herself on stage, or a basketball court, or even recently a gymnastic meet. God said, I need somebody to shape an insecure boy with no father figure into someone self-confident enough to tackle college. So God made Ginger the teacher. Someone who, from July's pre-planning to the last spring school event, whether it was the cream of the crop or the National Honor Society induction, would finish a full year's worth of work by the 1st of June, and then, during what parents refer to as the summer vacation, put in more countless hours planning, praying for the next group of students that would be in her classroom. So God made Ginger a teacher. God had to have somebody that would be willing to ride the buses on field trips, and even recruit her husband to come along, or go get school supplies for those who couldn't afford it, or for those whose parents might have simply forgot about it. someone to walk the snack aisles at Sam's to get just the right number of snacks and water for some kind of test kids might be taking, and all the while listen to her husband complain about how much it costs to feed kids during a test. God needed someone empathetic enough to stop and turn after seeing a hurt feeling form on a student's face during class, always looking for the opportunity to teach and to see the light bulbs come on, sometimes looking for any sign of life in a junior high student, anything to build upon. So God made Ginger a teacher. God said, I need somebody strong enough to teach young minds the importance of history. So maybe when they grow up, they'll understand the importance of our past. Someone who'll stop all of her planning in the middle of a day to listen to a student's heart and help them find their way. Oh, it had to be somebody who would try innovative ways to make them fall in love with school. Somebody to seed, weed, feed, and rake their self-esteem. Somebody who'd weave a class of misfits together with the soft, strong bonds of love and sharing. Someone who would laugh and then wink at a parent and reply, I know, with understanding eyes when the student would say, I'm leaving for high school. I will miss this place a bit. So God made a compassionate teacher out of Ginger. I think Ginger has displayed for those that she's worked with, the administration, the students, her co-workers, the essence of what the Apostle Paul said when he was writing in Titus 2:7. Show yourself in all respects to be a model of good works, and in your teaching, show integrity and dignity. So, I'd raise a toast to Ginger and the countless students that she has influenced, she's taught, and poured her life into, and made a world of difference for so many. I'm so glad God made Ginger a teacher. Aren't you as well?